Good morning, teacher and classmates. We are going to expose about Frankenfood, the food of the future. Members Fanny Calla, Rosa Rodriguez, Marilyn Rios, and me, Rosa Brañas. I am going to talk to you about laying hairs and weight they suffer, eggs without chickens, hamburgers made from a few bobbing cells, lettuce, plants that never saw the light of day. Compare says food production when went from with a technological utopical to a reality. It's the development raises new promises to a hunger and moral dilemmas about what we eat. This article presents a map of the engineering developments that will make food new high-tech production. Bueno, okay. And quoted Jack Tetrick, rediment, then Heron, at last the legend hen, which like thousands of its pairs' lives. Crammed into a tiny cage, expelling eggs not stop until it collapses. And the parishes behind bars. Tetrick has bred her from her martyrdom. He has intervened in the chicken's eggs. Lamentable. You can also say that it is not human kindness that frees chickens from their misfortune, but a Canadian pig because it is cheaper. Big food producers don't buy millions of eggs. That chickens but in disgusting places. No. All they care about is making their companies more profitable, says Tetrick. In a arch capitalist way, a completely new industry is being born, which not only promises cheaper ethically irreproachable food, but also sex to save one of the great global problems. Uh, Number one, the feeding of more than 70 million people. The two, the expected the speed the speed at all the progress made, there are still more than 8 million under now nourished people in the world today. That's a question. How many will then go hungry when the world popular rises to 9 or 10 billions? And finally, part at the beginning of March, the largest urban farm in Europe opened in Berlin. One premises of the farmer malt factory, the company pharmaceuticals to rise on 108 millions square meters. 25 tons of perch. In London, the growing underground company or other company in London grounds parsley, watercress and arugula in abandoned tunnels and bunkers 33 meters underground. Thank you, teacher. Next, my classmate.
Already in the time of our grandmother, they were trying to replace the egg with vegetables ingredients before creating the pig eggs. Just the trick analysis the plant weight of the earth using especially an algorithm as if we were putting a total gate I guns poorly the trick train to filter the different components and the combine them the raising of animals for consumption consumed about estimates the United Nations Organizations for Food and Agriculture's livestock farming is also responsibility for 1/7 of our greenhouse gas emissions, also meat consumption in the later industrial industries does not necessarily grow. It is much strong. Where over the years people are reached a certain level of will beige and no wants to put something more date vegetables and rice on the plate every day. According to the food annual world production of meat will doubled and rich and said without counting animal production such as milk. The best thing would be if we will become um, vegetarian inside Mark posts, but make no mistake that's not going to happen without the powerful energy context of meat where ancestors would never have the developed such efficient brains size and get to die. It's very beautiful to think you're eating it a piece meat with with having a conscience. It is difficult to host the treatment with to animal on the planet on the post opens refrigerants and takes out to dozens tubes containing a frozen jealous of jealous of, substance to the teeth in harmless operations extract a little more from the nape of the coat from its way it bones still cells which are multiplied and at argue of millions of millions and nutrients solution at temperatures in an incubator in the size of broom. The string incidentally with post-note presence on the plastic tablet are binary compressions that is hamburgers grows faster until the laboratory takes the grows and the even in the establi- est- establishment waiting it takes two years to be ready for slaughter and it is that before being able to production artificial meat in mice it's necessary to perfect the flowers exploit it since I think that also at this moment they are experimenting with uh, vegetables nutrient solution is with the cell reproductions um, we uh, we want to get to a production artificial meats completely dispensing with animal production. Safety research in fact to volunteer to taking the fritz clothing and land burger in public have in the summers will the artificial meats bar enriched with salt, um, um, because powdered in eggs uh, and touch of meat which tasted real meat they found in it's not very sweet and rich blood compared to the later included burgers. The cup of beautiful burger is a bargain for uh, perhaps the most expensive burger in the world.
I am Rosa Rodriguez and I will continue with artificial meat. What artificial meat in terms of taste comparison with its ecological balance seen in demand 45% less energy, 96% less water and 99% less survival. According to calculate maybe the University of Oxford Gallup of 35,000 cow, from which a liter musli tissue is extracted from time to time, will be enough to boost the demand for meat of the world population. Animal husbandry on an industrial scale would then become ancient history as well sentient cardiovascular diseases because laboratory meat could later be enriched with healthy vitamins and fatty acids. But Mark Post is convinced that what will decide whether or not we eat artificial meat will be morality. If in the future there were to be what eaters for meat, the common on will be a companion, be a warning label that will say to make this product you up to kill an animal. And the wheat will suffer a punishment similar to cigarettes, to synthetic leather boats and synthetic leather. We, we got used to put that does not take us to the mouth. There is nothing more exciting than eating. In a survey, more than half of Dutch people say they imagine buying its artificial meat, but it won't be necessary to see it. They will actually do it. Fear recipe are already in a position to produce thousands of tons of beef from a single stem cell. What else are they capable of? Novels and movies. There are numerous novels that portray horrific vision. An example is Oryx and Crake by Margaret Atwood, where they develop a king of chicken that consists only of birds and their which no one can say for sure if it is a living being. There is a classic of the cinema of how 1970 when Fall Right Out. It's on that now climate change and the greenhouse effect have made classic agriculture almost impossible and a handle of Swalbeer cost $150. The populace is fed the artificial food sunlight wind, which is being plankton. The ocean were empty from abusive fishing. The central themes of the film are more relevant that we're making us wonder, do we have on to eat? For how much longer can we afford to eat real food? Is the future, or are we very close to having to swallowing what there is? Where down the limit button household and survival pass and bet are they artificial? With the ground of megacities, the question become more current than ever. The Tokyo are alone today as 36 million inhabitants. In Mumbai, Manila, or Mexico City, there are more than 20 million. and humanity continues to migrate. Within 1950, the 70% of the world population live in rural areas. By 2050, it is estimated that 70% will reside in cities. Not only that every solid question might become unavailable for growing food. The question is also now how food will reach people in the future. In the path from field to top is getting long and longer. Stay crop. Martin and the person is experimenting with a stable crop. Rather than putting the seed beside, he plants them on top on each other. It's so that you can plant them in basement or on the floors of scarecrows, and the sun will no longer be a problem since there are metal balls and at the bottom there is a linking system for the plants, which goes into ground 24 hours a day and ready to be harvested on the further day.